Hi friends, welcome back to the Goose and Ghost Knitting Podcast. My name is Ashley and I am the maker and designer behind Goose and Ghost Knits. You can find me on Instagram as Goose and Ghost Knits and on Ravelry as Goose and Ghost. And I'm coming to you today from, maybe you can see it a little bit, a very sunny Cle Elum, Washington, right in the middle of the Cascade Mountains. The sun may be the main character today, do you see that? It is a little bit intense. But I'm going to take it because it's cold. Winter has fully set in now. And it's November 3rd. We have, in fact, already had our first snow, and I am so thrilled about it. I'm so happy. I miss fall already. My fiance's waiting, like, he's waiting for me to start complaining about the snow. We haven't had more than one day of it. But it's coming. It's coming. I know it is. So he's like, how long is it going to be before you start complaining about it? And I'm like, I know it's going to be so soon, but I have to hold out, so I don't appear weak. I know I'm weak though. I hate the snow. I like to be inside with my knits, a book, and a cup of hot apple cider. Don't make me go outside while it's snowing. But all that said, we've got a lot to talk about this week. It's been, I think 2 weeks longer than I normally go in between podcasts. The last time I filmed was October 6th. Normally I try to do every 2 weeks. Last couple episodes have been every 3 weeks. I guess this episode was 4 weeks, but I have some explanations, okay? I have my reasons. And it's that I've been busy as all get out, which I will talk about it. I've got lots of things to talk about today. We're gonna start. We'll go normal order today. FOs, works in progress. I'm gonna do shop updates at the end because I have a couple of exciting things to share. But if you don't care, then whatever, you can leave, I guess. And then I don't have any acquisitions today. I have managed to not buy any yarn this month. That is going to go right out the window as soon as this podcast is done being filmed, because Stitch and Skein has just put out their pre-order for their Sarah J. Maas collection, the A Court of Thorns and Roses, Throne of Glass, Crescent City collection, and I need to hit purchase on my order. I know what I'm buying. Actually, I bought yarn. It's just not going to be here for a while because it was a Christmas Eve cast on box. But I don't have any yarn to share today. So let's get into it. We'll talk about what knitting we've done. I don't have any knits on today. I am just wearing this t-shirt that I got from Fred Meyer. It's cute. I was wearing a sweater earlier, but I actually got too warm inside. But it was just something that I had bought in a store. So, no knitwear today. But lots of knitwear to show. So we'll start with FOs. I have got 3 FOs today. One that is purely new, that you have not seen at all. One that you have seen before that I have updated a little bit, so I have expanded, and one that is sewing that is a little bit different than my normal stuff, but we'll get into it. We'll start with something you've never seen before. I knit a new autumn doodle hat by Pacific Knit Co. Jamie Lomax. It is a little bit different though. So for the yarn for this, we'll start. I used Fangirl Fibers, her Haunted Mansion Doodle Kit, which she just posted up an in-stock Haunted Mansion Doodle Kit. So if you like these colors, or you like the Haunted Mansion like me, go check out Emily. She has fantastic yarn. So Haunted Mansion Doodle Kit, Autumn Doodle Hat. I went with a hat this time. Didn't feel much like making another cowl, especially in these colors. Didn't quite fit. I do want to make another cowl soon, but I didn't feel like with these colors. So, and I did something a little different. You may recognize our little ghosty friends right here. These are the ghosts from my Winchester Mystery Socks pattern. I took the ghost chart from the Winchester Mystery Socks and added it in, separated it out from the rest of the charts in the socks, and added it into the charts that you get in the Autumn Doodle hat itself. And very conveniently, the way that I had written the chart, it fit perfectly. So I didn't have to edit them at all. They just fit in exactly where I need them to. And then above that, I got a little bit excited, and I was thinking, you know, Haunted Mansion. And then I've got Haunted Mansion with the ghosts. I got Haunted Mansion with the yarn. I really want to keep the Haunted Mansion vibes going, so I put text that goes all the way around that says Grim, I think it's backwards for you guys, Grim, Grinning, my engagement ring is stuck on the inside of my floats, Ghosts, and a little bat. So Grim Grinning Ghost is the song that plays in the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland, Disney World, every Disney park across the world. And I thought it would be super cute to do that. And I have a lot of all of these yarns left. So really the only chart that I used from the Autumn Doodle hat pattern was this little purple and green zigzaggy, these bones, and the purple and green zigzaggy. These two charts I came up with myself. This one is from a pre-existing pattern from the Winchester Mystery Socks, available on Ravelry and Etsy. And this one I came up with myself. I don't have it published anywhere. I'm trying to figure out the best resource to just put it out for anyone easily accessible. I don't really feel like charging anyone for it, but if you want this Grim Grinning Ghosts chart, so you don't have to come up with it yourself, send me a message and I will send you my JPEG. And in the meantime, I am trying to figure out how to post it for free for everyone to get, because you can't post charts just by themselves on Ravelry. It is not allowed. So this is my Autumn Doodle hat. I wore it on Halloween because, of course, and I got a lot of compliments and all my aunties really liked it. I go out with my cousins on a Halloween, and a lot of them are very, very young. They're mostly under the age of 13. They're not mostly under the age of 13. I have a lot of cousins, but the ones that I went out with were mostly under the age of 13. So that was fun. We took them trick-or-treating and I wore my little hat. And I also wore something else here that I'll show you in a second. But the other thing, we're going to keep going with the Jamie Lomax patterns. I've shown you this before. I test knit this over the summer. This is the Seattle Doodle Cowl. And I just did the single side version with ribbing at the bottom, and then the trees, and then this really cute Space Needle pattern, and then the mountains. Very cute, very cute, very Seattle. But what I did to it is I took some fleece and I lined the inside. So I'll flip it inside out so you can see what I did here. I'll show you the cute side, but that doesn't have the seams that I've... So I just took a piece of fleece, sewed it into a tube, folded over the top. I sewed the top down onto itself first so that it had a clean hem, and then I zigzag stitched all the way around so that the knit would adhere properly still and would maintain the stretchiness. It's not going to maintain the stretchiness because the fleece fabric I used is woven. It's not going to be stretchy, but going to maintain the integrity of the knit fabric on the outside. And you really can't see the line of stitches. I used a green that is, I mean, you can see if you're focusing on it, it's right here. I used a green that's very similar to the green I used here, but yeah, it's cute. It just works really well. It's going to be, when it gets cold here, the next couple weeks, couple days, tonight, tomorrow, it's just an extra layer of warmth. So that is my updated Seattle Doodle cowl. And that will go into rotation for wear this winter. The last FO I have is not the FO that I told you that I would have by this episode, but it is something else. This is actually 2 pieces. So last weekend I had my bachelorette party, and my friends and I all went down to visit my sister, who lives in she lives in Disney World. She actually does, in fact, live in Disney World. No, she doesn't. She lives off property, but she works at Disney World and lives off property. So we went all down to stay at her house for a weekend, and we went to Disney World because what else would I do? Actually, my best friend told me what her backup plan was if we weren't going to go to Disney World for my batch. We met, my best friend and I, Laura Lee, that's her name, we met our freshman year of high school because of, we were in English class together, and we learned about small children. We learned about Santa together in high school together. That's how we met. We were those innocent kids, and it was great. But we went through our Twilight phases together. We were huge Twilight fans, and she found out that in November, this month, there's a Twilight Festival at Forks, which is about 4 or 5 hours from where I live, less from where she lives, but that would have been absolutely hilarious. But we went to Disney World instead, which is my favorite place in the entire world. Had an absolute fantastic time. I am getting to my FO, don't worry. Had an absolutely fantastic time. So much fun. Loved hanging out with my friends. There's a reason they're my best friends. One of the things that we got to do while we were there is we bought tickets to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is an after hours party event for Halloween. And we went, because we went the weekend before Halloween, it was like perfectly timed. And so one of the fun things that you get to do at this party is you get to wear costumes. And normally when you go to Disney World, if you're an adult, you're not allowed to wear costumes. You can Disney bound, which is like wearing clothes you own to look like a character, but you're not allowed to wear straight up costumes. So we were allowed to wear costumes this party. So all 5 of us dressed up as different Beauty and the Beast characters, which is Belle is my princess. She's always been my favorite. Her and I, yeah, we're besties. So I, of course, dressed up as Belle. I will pop pictures up here because I am constantly amazed at my friends. My little brother was Cogsworth. My friend Mickey was Gaston. My sister was Maurice, Belle's dad, and my best friend Lauralee was the Rose. So I made Belle's blue peasant dress. I actually made 2 pieces for it. I actually ended up making 3 pieces for it. So this was, I just bought a white long sleeve collared shirt, so I didn't make that. But this was the first. I made a corset top to go over top, and the first one I made did not fit at all. And look at that lining, isn't that cute? I wish that this had worked out. This one, so I made, this is the Betty Bodice by Katie Crafting Shop. And I have some opinions, and I'm very confused still because the reviews, every single review was glowing. It was perfect. It looked great on everyone. I followed the instructions to a T. I cut out the pattern size that my measurements said I should fit, and this was the first one, and it was horribly too small. Really, really, really too small. Like, I could barely get my arms in the sleeves. It's a corset, so it's supposed to be like this far apart on each side. It was like all the way out here, like my whole chest was gonna be out. It wasn't cute, but it's supposed to be fully reversible, which is why I have this fun fabric on the outside and the blue for Belle on the outside. So I tried sewing an extra panel down the front, and it was not working. So the night before I left, I needed to make a brand new top, I needed to make a skirt, I needed to make a bow and an apron. And I had like 15, 16 hours until I was supposed to leave for the airport, and I hadn't packed yet. So I was like, crap, I have to make a completely new corset. And so my fiance and I cut out the neck size larger, and on top of that we messed with proportions a bit, and I didn't make this one reversible. This is just sewn together, but this one worked. Doesn't look so cute just sitting here right now because it's been crumpled up and in my suitcase and flown across the country and worn at both the Disney World Halloween party and on Halloween to take my cousins out trick-or-treating. But so I made this corset vaguely off of the Betty Bodice from Katie Crafting Shop. This is available on, the pattern is available on Etsy. I'm still confused why the original didn't work out for me, but this one did look great. Again, I'll pop up more pictures. And then for the skirt, this is the skirt. I just used a half circle skirt pattern and used instead of using my waist measurement for the top of the circle skirt, I used the largest circumference around my hips, my butt, and threaded elastic through, so it cinched it all up, and so I could still get it over my butt. So I'll show you the back of that. So, and then for the apron, I literally just cut out a rectangle, didn't hem it, didn't do anything to it, and just attached it with safety pins. That was my costume. That was my Halloween costume this year. Dare I say this was baby's first cosplay? It's getting close. I didn't end up making a bow. My mom ended up finding a really, really pretty like bridal bow that was made from tulle and had pearls on it that I ended up wearing instead, so that I could still be like a little bit bridal. And that was my costume. I'm really excited about it. I want to make improvements. I actually really want to make, I'm not going to say screen accurate, or I'm not going to say historically accurate either, but Beauty and the Beast takes place in, I think, 18th century. So I would love to make a pair of stays, but that sounds a little bit too difficult for me right now, so I'm not going to do that. Eventually, maybe I will do that, but there was an outfit There was another corset that I really, really loved, but I just simply did not have the patience to make it. Let me see. It looked way too difficult for my skill level. And yes, I do in fact sew for a living. However, I don't garment sew for a living. I make bags. So it's very different. Like if I make a Belle cosplay in the future, this is a real fashion corset top. It's not going to like be a real corset, but it's a fashion corset top. But it has the boning and the structure, and I would love to do it. But that sounds difficult. Maybe it's not. Maybe you guys can tell me otherwise, but it sounds difficult, and I am a little bit intimidated. But someday I'll do it. I just don't know if that's today. It's definitely not today. Well, the sun has evaded us for now. It looks like it's starting to move behind the window. Shall we move on to the works in progress? I've got 3 works in progress to show you this week. And I think we'll start with what's inside my ghosty bag. This is still available in the shop. I was able to get a second run of these up. There are still some available, so go check them out. But this is what the project that I brought with me to Disney World was. So we'll start here. This felt very appropriate to bring with me, and I'm on the middle of the heel right now. I brought socks. They look like this. It's a super fun, bright, almost neon orange. And this yarn is from Fangirl Fibers. This is the second Fangirl Fibers thing that I've been working on today, or have in my episode today. So from Fangirl Fibers, and it is called Not So Scary, which is the name of the Halloween party. It's called Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So she dyed this up inspired by Disney World at I almost said Disney World at Christmas time. Disney World at Halloween time. So it felt really appropriate to bring with me. And we were talking before I left, and she's like, I can't believe you're going to Disney World without me. And I was like, but you're kind of coming with me, but like just not physically, but you're kind of coming with me. So I did, these are on 9-inch circulars. I'm using a US 1 2.25 needle. I've got 20 rounds for the cuff, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 for the leg. And then once I start the foot, I'm almost done with the heel. I'm doing a shadow wrap heel. Once I start the foot, that'll be 55 rounds. And then for the toes, I've got a mess. But I'll be using the black. Yeah, it looks great. This is from Yarnaceous Fibers. This was the black that was in her Haunted Hollows sock set. The sock set that I designed the Winchester Mystery socks in. So I just thought that those looked really good together. I almost went with a green. But I thought the black was like, it was super Halloween-y. So got those going on. Not much to say about them. They're vanilla socks, but they came with me to Disney World. And then, okay, shall we talk about the project that I said that I was going to have finished? Shall we? This is my Cozy Classic Light by Jessie Made Designs, and I said that I was going to have it done by this episode, and I said I was going to have it done by the episode before, and spoiler alert, it's still not done. It is in fact still being worked on, but it's almost done. It'll be done either today, it'll be done this weekend. It's not gonna be done today. It'll be done either tomorrow or Sunday, because this is all I have left, is this one sleeve. It's so close. And I can wear it. It's gonna be so cute. So, details here. This is the Cozy Classic Light by Jessie May. And I am using this brown that is on all of the cuffs. All of the ribbing is Cascade Heritage brown. And then for the stripes, I am striping every 12 rounds. And I have got Coast to Coast Yarn Co. in the color Polypore, Coast to Coast Yarn Co. in the color Forging Gold, and Grenouille Co. the Black Forest. And I'm almost done. It's so close to being done. I just have, where am I at? One, two, three. I have five stripes left. So I'm in the middle of this one right now, and then I have this green, and then this green, and then this skin color, and then this green, and then the cuff, and it's done. And it's a sleeve, so it's getting increasingly more tapered and less stitches, and it's so close to being done. It will be done this weekend, and by the next episode, there's a bookshelf right next to me, I'll be wearing the sweater. I wanted to have it done by today, but I ended up spending way more time working yesterday than I was anticipating, because it's advent calendar time, and I have been working my little booty off trying to get advent calendars ready to get sent out. But it's the weekend now, and I don't have to work on advent calendars over the weekend, which means that I get to work on my sweater. And I want this done so bad. I'm so excited to wear it. It's gonna be cute. And it's really close to being done. And then the last whip I have is something that I also said that I was going to work a lot on, and I didn't. It's the wedding shawl. I brought it with me to Florida. I didn't pick it up while I was in Florida. I said in my goals last time that I wanted to complete 4 sections, and I completed 2.5. That's not bad. So this is where we're at now. Getting bigger. There's a lot of knitting left. But the goals that I had in my last episode were I wanted to finish my stripy sweater and I wanted to get 4 sections done. And I did neither of those things. So, but I have been working a lot lately, and I've been really busy. And I went on a whole vacation. So it's fine, right? And I made a couple, I've got FOs. Listen to me justifying this to myself. Is it fine? Am I able to justify it? Can somebody tell me down below? Comment down below. Are my justifications to myself like rational? Does it make sense? Like, am I good? Because I don't know. But that's all the knitting that I have. Should we talk very briefly about shop updates? I got 3 things to share today. And they're all right here, except for one of them. If you pre-ordered an advent calendar or the Christmas Day package, they will be out by November 16th. Which means I'm going to be busy sewing up a storm because I have so many to send out. There's a lot. But I've got 2 other things to share with you today. So, to actually show you. First thing is zipper bags are now in the shop. So, I was supposed to do a market 2 weekends ago. But the market coordinators were absolute garbage. Didn't give me any information at all. until the morning I was supposed to load in, even with me sending them multiple messages and emails and nothing. So that seemed like a red flag to me, and I backed out, and I'm not happy. So I had prepared a bunch of bags to take to that market with me, and they're now up in the shop. The interesting thing about these bags is they're all on commercially available fabric and not me designed fabrics. And they're a new type of bag that I have not yet put out into the world before. So I've got a bunch of bags that I've got nothing to do with, and I'd really like to sell them. So please welcome zipper bags in commercially available fabrics. So this is the large size zipper bag. I would say is very similar to my medium drawstring bag in size. All of these are fully lined, and they all have a zipper opening across the top. So this is one of the fabrics I have. It's I think it's really cute. Little tarot and crystals and spooky. It's cute. Okay. Here's another one of the large size ones. Honestly, if somebody doesn't buy this one, I'm keeping it for myself. I absolutely love this fabric. It's all kinds of fall treats, and it's got the same pumpkin lining on the inside. And they're all boxed on the bottom, so they sit upright. And I think that I need to put a shawl or something in here. So if somebody doesn't buy this, I'm keeping it. And I have a date by if somebody doesn't buy this by. I'm keeping it. But I also would really like to make some money. So if you would like to buy this, please don't like hold back. But so I've got these are the large size. These are only two of the ones that I have. I have a lot of different fabrics. A lot of them are very fall focused. And then this is the medium sized. It is similar in size to a one skein bag, or to my one skein drawstring bag. Easily will hold a single skein project, a sock project, or you can use it for your makeup, for your car organization, your diaper bag organization, whatever you use zipper bags for. I've got these really cute mittens. I've got this mitten fabric in both the pink and in blue. So it's very cute. So I've got that. Here's one of the other mediums that I have that I kind of made self-indulgently. These ones are faux quilted, so I sewed together these strips and then they're quilted together, but it doesn't have batting on the inside. It's just my normal interfacing. But I think this one's really cute too. But yellow, I've got two of these ones. I really like that one. I really like all of these. And the last one is my small, which is like a kind of traditional pencil pouch size. But this is like the perfect size for notions. Like this will fit any of the notions you need, or your DPNs, or pencils, or art supplies, whatever, again, whatever you use zipper pouches for. So these are the three sizes that I have available. We've got large. How am I going to hold these up? I don't know. I'm going to do something a little bit less pattern. So large, medium, and small. All available in the shop now. All of them currently that I have available are commercially available fabrics, except for I have one single boat racing available. This is my boat racing bag, but I have one large boat racing bag available. So if my hydro people are out there, there's one available right now. But other than that, everything is commercially available fabric because I was supposed to bring these to a market and the coordinators were not great. But For now, I'm not going to be restocking those. I'm not planning on adding them to my normal project bag lineup until the new year. So whatever my first launch is in, I don't know if I'm going to do a launch in January because I'm getting married, but in February, whatever my first launch is in 2024, zipper bags will start being integrated in then. I wasn't planning on adding them to my online store until then, but because I didn't do the market, they're now available. Okay, last shop update. Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. So I have 2 fabrics available for Christmas this year, and I'm so excited about them. And my Christmas launch, I am planning on having it be for next Saturday, November 11th. I'm sewing so much this week, you guys. I've got to do advents and these, but these are coming next Saturday. So the first fabric is very wrinkled. We've got Yarn Ball Snowmen. I think this one is so cute. So we've got Yarn Snowmen. The other one is even more wrinkled. I have not yet ironed these after I pulled them out of the wash. The other one I have is a little bit more traditional Christmas. But we've got poinsettias and stockings and lights and ornaments and holly. It is really wrinkled. Oh my gosh. And the lighting is not helping. But it's so cute. And the candy canes. I am definitely going to have to iron these. But these will be on bags in the shop on November 11th. If you're looking for the most up-to-date information, you can follow me on Instagram, Goose and Ghost Knits, or you can favorite my shop on Etsy, and these bags will be available soon. I am planning on having drawstrings and totes, small totes for those. So, coming soon. And that's the only shop updates. I guess that was a bit of a bigger shop update section. But the link to my shop will be down below, and I would mean a whole lot if you would consider checking it out. I think I will have another episode out before Black Friday. Yes. I definitely will have another episode out before Black Friday. My life should be calming down a little bit, so I should be able to do back to every other week. For now. Not forever, but for now. But in the next episode, I will have all of the information on my Black Friday sales and the little mystery surprise thing. Not like it's going to be a surprise. It's like you buy something that is a mystery kind of thing for Black Friday, and it's going to be highly discounted. So those will be coming soon. For now, let's talk about life. I've been busy. The bachelorette party took up a lot of time trying to get ready for, and then going on. Been spending a lot of time working on sewing, working on getting advent calendars prepped. Getting prepped for that market took a lot of time, and I'm so mad about wasting that time. I'm still mad. But I'm really excited to be home now after my bachelorette. It was so much fun. I just went down with my bridal party with my best friends and my siblings, and we spent a couple days in Disney World and enjoying each other's company, and it was fantastic. I've always loved Disney World. I am a Disney adult. Hello. Sorry, I'm a little bit guilty of it, but I also don't care. It makes me happy, and so it's really great that I was able to go with the the people that make me the happiest, other than my fiance. I still haven't managed to get him to Disney World. We've gone to Disneyland together twice, but we need to get him to the East Coast. And like my sister lives down there now, and she spends a lot of time in the parks, and she pointed out that this was the most fun that she's had at the parks in a really long time, just because going to Disney is not about going on rides and eating food. It's about being with your people, and she's absolutely right. It was fantastic just to be with my best friends and spend that time together. And we've honestly now talked about making this trip maybe a yearly thing, just because like my sister lives across the country and we all have missed her. So not like making my bachelorette a yearly thing, but like making it a friends trip once a year and going and seeing her. And yeah, because that is something big, as my sister is in my friends group. So it's not like my friends are going to see my sister. No, our friends are going to see our friend, who just happens to be my little sister. But yeah. So coming up, what do I have coming up in the next couple weeks? Colin's birthday, my fiance's birthday, is going to be right before my next episode. He's already told me what he wants. He wants the same thing every year. He doesn't like to make a big deal out of birthdays. I do. So he tells me to chill out. And he wants me to go get him a Papa Murphy's garlic chicken pizza and a cheesecake. I will make him a cheesecake. I'm not going to go buy him a cheesecake because I do like baking cheesecakes. And then he wants the same thing for a present every year. He'd like to try new whiskeys. He likes whiskey, he likes bourbon. So I'm going to go find him a couple of new bottles of bourbon that he hasn't tried yet, or at least that I haven't seen him try yet. Maybe he has. And we'll have a little taste testing. I'm not as big of a fan of whiskey as he is, but it's fun to try new things. I am more of a fan of tequila than whiskey. So he does enjoy sipping tequila too, so I might find a nice bottle of tequila. I don't know. We'll see. I have to go find a store and time to go to the store without him, because the closest liquor store, we have a liquor store in town, but I live in a very small town of less than 2,000 people, and it's going to be your standard beers in Jose Cuervo and Jim Beam, and no, I'm gonna go find him nice, exciting new things. So I have to go find time to go to the store, because I think the closest liquor store probably at minimum is 45 minutes away. So I don't know. And then I need to start shopping for my bridal shower dress now. I had wanted to make my dress for the longest time, and now my mom's trying to convince me to just buy it. And I still want to make it, but I know that she's trying to convince me to buy it because I will run out of time again, like I have with my costume. But I still want to make it. Yeah, and I've been reading a lot still. I read Fourth Wing in the last couple weeks. Oh my god. I understand the hype now, and I am very ready for Iron Flame that comes out on Tuesday. I actually pre-ordered it as soon as I finished reading Fourth Wing. It was so good. I loved it a lot, and the ending, no spoilers here, but the ending, the last like 2 paragraphs, I am excited to read that. I'm excited to read Iron Flame. I know it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. And like, I got Colin to listen to it. He listens to audiobooks, and I listened to a little bit with him after I had finished reading it, and I was just like, oh my god, Rebecca Yarros really loves foreshadowing. There's a lot of foreshadowing here. Oh, how much of this is foreshadowing for the next book of things that we don't know yet? I got stressed out. It was a good book. I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to Iron Flame. And then I'm getting my hair done next week too. I'm gonna go get my first, I haven't got my hair done since April. And it's looking a little bit dark right now. Get on my clock. It's looking a little bit dark right now. A little bit grown out. Look at that. Oh boy. A little bit grown out. And it's not going to be dark the next time you see it. I love my hair when it's like coppery orange with a little bit of dark, so I'm really excited to go back to my coppery orange. So yeah, next week I am excited for Iron Flame and to get my hair done, and I'm starting a new project next week. I don't know what it's going to be yet because I'm finishing my Cozy Classic Light this weekend. But I'm kind of leaning towards doing a scrappy project. I have all of my sock scraps sitting next to me right here. And I kind of want to do, what's the brioche Advent shawl? Not Brioche-alicious by Andrea Mowry. It's a different one. But it's a brioche shawl that is designed for Advent calendars. I cannot remember what it is right now. I will pop it up on screen because I will look it up when I'm editing. But I'm kind of thinking about doing that because I have, this is my bin of scrap sock yarns. This is full. This is full and stuff is coming out of it. Like it's trying to make its escape. And this needs to be tamed. So I need to work my way through some of this. So I think I'm going to cast that on. I might. Don't hold me to it. But I really want to. It looks like a lot of fun. I've been wanting to knit a shawl lately. And I need to reduce this. Because as much as I love having options for heels, toes, cuffs, I have too many options right now. There's just too many here. And I have it's all of my scraps from all of my socks. Like it's just gonna keep going. So that may happen. I don't know. Find out. Shall we talk about goals for the next 2 weeks? I already told you that I failed my goals for the last week, where I wanted to finish my sweater and do 4 sections of my shawl, my wedding shawl. I'm not putting my sweater in in my goals because I put it in my goals to finish it for the last 2 episodes and I still haven't. So I need to stop trying to make it happen and just let it happen. But my shawl needs to happen. This needs to happen. So I am going to reduce it a little bit. Instead of doing 4 sections, I would like to do 3 sections. That seems achievable. And I would like to drink more water. I have not been very good lately about drinking water because the tap water here and the filtered water here is gross. It tastes bad. So I've been drinking soda water and juice, and I need to drink more water. So I will be putting some lemon water in my Stanley cup, or some mint, or maybe like a drop or 2 of crystal. I didn't realize that I was at the end of my recording. But I just want to drink more water. I need more water in my life. It is, I feel dehydrated. My skin feels dehydrated. My body feels dehydrated. I need to drink more water. So I've got a little Costco brand LaCroix here. This is grapefruit. More water. You should drink more water too, probably. But that's all I've got for this week. That was a lot. So I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I hope you all have a wonderful time and subscribe. Bye, friends.